Do you recall the days of lawn darts in 1988? I can still picture throwing those suckers into the air, believing I would hit my dart inside the circle and almost hitting my friend in the head. Were these objects harmful? Yes, now that I think about it. In 1988, there was a period that I recall where individuals might attempt to inflict physical harm on one another without becoming a statistic of getting struck down by a lawn dart. Instead of playing lawn darts, we decided to head inside my friend Kevin's house and play Spy vs. Spy for the NES, a game where doing bodily harm to one another was perfectly okay. Released in 1988 in North America and in 1992 in Europe, this NES version sold 300,000 units in North America, which is crazy considering Mad Magazine came up with these two spies, one spy dressed in white and the other spy dressed in black. This was a favorite versus game of mine, especially for a party of friends. My friend Kevin owned this game and it was popular also if you had 3 or 4 friends, watching each of us try to set booby traps up and get rid of the other player while laughing at our misfortunes. This is a 1 to 2 player game and it was a blast to play. While doing this video, I had my son Jaden play all the stages with me. That way I could tell you my experiences on what it was like to play it again as an adult, while having my son's perspective as a teen. Mission objective. Your mission is to escape the embassy, top secret briefcase in hand. Before time runs out, you must find, fill, and keep the briefcase, locate the one exit and board your plane with all of the following: passport, bag of money, key, and secret papers. The game is seen as a simul vision game in which the split screen shows the white spy on top and the black spy on the bottom screen. Going through the different rooms in the embassy, you are looking for different items in order to board your plane. One of my favorite things to do was lay traps on your friend or the computer player if you were playing it by yourself, which, let's be honest, it's better to play with another person. I didn't like playing this game by myself. Pressing the B button will select the different traps, which are the dynamite bomb, giant spring, the bucket of water, and the time bomb. Pressing the A button will set the trap. Here's the kicker though, you can also hurt yourself with your own traps, so be aware where you've been setting it at. The dynamite bomb and the giant spring can be hidden in most places except the door. Where the bucket of water can be placed, wait, the bucket of water can kill you? I always thought it had acid in it to kill you, but if you look more into the manual, you'll see that the water is electrical. Okay, cool. The time bomb can be placed in the room itself, which will have a countdown before it blows up. You can avoid the time bomb by leaving the room immediately. Going up a ladder will be fatal since it's slow going up or down. The time bomb will surely explode, so avoid going on the ladder. Now you can counter the traps by finding these tools, such as the water bucket to put the bomb in, the wire cutter is used to cut the spring. Lastly, the umbrella is used to protect yourself against the electrical water. I found the umbrella the most useful when I played the game. You push the B button 5 times to access this map. Here it shows you rooms with yellow squares that are booby trap rooms. Rooms with blue contain an object you need, and if your face turns blue, you have 2 seconds to leave the time bomb room, otherwise...
Hasta lasagna, don't get any on you.
There are a total of 8 levels in this game. My son and I enjoyed the first 3 levels, and it became a nightmare at level 6, 7, and 8, which we no longer could look for the items since we booby-trapped everywhere, making it nearly impossible to get the items and leave on a jet plane. We didn't enjoy those stages so much. I'll give you a breakdown on the levels and its maximum time you need to beat it. Level maximum time. Level 1 has 5 minutes. Level 2 has 6 minutes. Level 3 has 7 minutes. Level 4 has 10 minutes. Level 5 has 15 minutes. Level 6 has 15 minutes. Level 7 has 20 minutes. And finally, level 8 has 20 minutes also. It doesn't say who the good guy or bad guy is in this game. The only thing you know is that they are nemesis that try to foil each other's plans. If we look at the comic strip from Mad Magazine, these 2 spies are constantly trying to kill or outdo each other, which it reflects on the NES game. Cuban exile Antonio Prohiez was the creator of these 2 spies. The comic strip also debuted on issue number 60. January 1961. 2-player is a must when playing this game. This was also popular during a sleepover with multiple friends. The idea that setting up booby traps on one another was more important to us than collecting the stuff and leaving on an airplane. I loved the fact that your opponent would blow up chasing you around the runway, while your character was laughing on his way to the airplane. Another funny moment was the fights the spies would get into, especially if you had the weapon and your friend would panic and try to run away from you. Good times indeed. My son enjoyed this game as well, which, like my younger self would, involves setting up booby traps. On the other hand, I actually wanted to find the stuff and take it off on the airplane. One music track? It is a catchy tune, but I would have liked at least 3 music tracks. The second con of the game is that playing the single player didn't feel fun for me. This is definitely a 2-player game. It was very fun playing this with friends or family, not so much by yourself. The third con was that getting to the higher levels made it more difficult to complete your task without getting the items that you need without blowing up. Having a spring send you back, being electrified by water, or having a time bomb go off on you. There were too many places to set traps and not enough tools, so you had to be lucky to find the right one to disable the opponent's traps. Lastly, it would have been better to have something like the select button to access the map instead of pushing the B button 5 times. This game's definitely a lot safer than lawn darts, that's for sure. This has been my go-to game when it came time to spend the night at my friend Kevin's house. He appreciated me bringing ice hockey for the NES, which is another versus game that's fun to play with a friend.
The challenge is ice hockey. The power is Nintendo. It's as slick as ice, as fast as fury. Throw in your shoulder, dig in your blade, blast it in, or be blown away. Ice hockey only from Nintendo.
Setting off traps on our friend and even getting hurt by their traps got a lot of laughs. Who knew getting hurt in this game would be so much fun? The game is great to introduce someone who wants to get into retro game collecting. My son is a prime example of that. He loves playing Roblox and Minecraft. No. Cool. Well, he's delved into Gary's mod as well, but he enjoyed playing this game with me, which was awesome. Introduce more people to these types of games because they still hold their value in terms of fun. I hope you enjoyed this retrospective bite video, and I want to give you an update with my Fallout 4 Harbor video for the PS4. I beat the game on 4/28/2024, and I'm currently working on editing the video, which is going to take a while because I recorded a lot of gameplay. Thanks for your patience on this, and remember, gaming is your road to adventure.